Hello everyone, hello. It's Laura Rimmer here. Welcome along to day number 4 of our training on the keto and alkaline diet. So we're here for our challenge. So I am just going to share this to our Facebook group. So just bear with me a second. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And let me know in the comments as well your goal, because I'm here to serve you. I'm interested in helping you achieve your number one health goal over the next 3 months. So let me know in the comments, is your goal weight loss? If it is, type weight loss. If it's energy, type energy. Or if it's healing, type healing. So weight loss, healing or energy. Type that in the comments. And also let me know where you're from. So I am just sharing this, so let's share this out. We're live streaming on our Facebook page and I'm sending it out also to my group. So if you're not currently in that group, that is our keto and alkaline diet support group. There's about 1,100 people in there currently, so do come along and join that group. So I am sharing it. Is that right? There we go. We're shared. Okay, so day four. So we had loads of people commenting, loads of people with questions yesterday. I had lots of private messages actually from people after the live training yesterday. So yesterday we talked all about, what did we talk about yesterday? So let's just do a very quick recap of days 1 and 2. Day 1, what is ketosis? The high level overview of your macronutrients. What is the ketogenic diet? What are the benefits? Day 2, we looked at the alkaline diet and how it relates to the ketogenic diet, how a combo of the two, so a ketogenic diet and an alkaline diet, you cross those over, where they meet in the middle, that is the best diet. That is the best diet in terms of healing, energy, weight loss, weight stability, all that kind of stuff, normalizing blood sugar, brain, mental clarity, mental energy. So that was yesterday. Today we are going through the 6 daily foods to thrive on a healthy ketogenic diet and life. Okay, so these 6 foods are the foods that you need to be including every day, whether you're on a keto diet currently or not. Whether you're following an alkaline diet currently or not, it doesn't matter. Whatever diet you're currently on, you would do very, very well to follow and incorporate these 6 foods into your diet on a daily basis. So that's what we're going to be covering today. So let me just check that this is, this is shared. Brilliant. Fantastic. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name's Laura Rimmer. I'm a natural health nutritionist of 10 years. I've been coaching and doing this stuff in my own life for 17 years. I spent a few years working in standard medicine. I was medical research manager in the UK's NHS. I left there to set up my own diet and health website. I've written a book called The Alkaline 5 Diet, which was published all around the world in several different languages in 2015 by Hay House. I run a weekly podcast, weekly to 2 weekly, called Eternal Health on iTunes. And I myself am following both a ketogenic diet and an alkaline diet and reaping great results. So I went from unfit, overweight smoker in my teens and early 20s to lean, fit, very healthy, youthful, vibrant marathon runner and ultra marathon runner now in my late 30s. So that's me in a nutshell. So I'm qualified to speak on this. I've coached literally tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people actually via my website over the last 10 years. And I've coached personally one-to-one hundreds of people. So when you coach that many people, you see patterns, you see what works, what doesn't work. And over the years, I've really refined the processes for getting people into a healthy diet to reap the benefits that they want to reap in their life, and I can do the same for you, okay? And in my view, and it's not just my view, some of the world's top doctors, researchers, nutritionists agree that a ketogenic diet with a focus on alkaline minerals is the best diet to get you to your health goals. Why? Because it's anti-inflammatory. Your brain and your body loves to run on ketones, which is what happens when you go into ketosis. And also you need alkaline minerals. You need potassium, calcium, magnesium, sodium for your bodily functions. We are electrical beings. We have neural pathways and electrical impulses going on all throughout our body, and we need alkaline minerals to be able to do that. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the 6 daily foods to thrive. So 6 food groups that you need to be really taking into account. And tomorrow, then we're going to talk about, as a kind of extension of that, how to get into healthy ketosis. So we're going to be talking about the 5 stages of fat burning and how to get into ketosis. Because one of the big mistakes that people make when starting a ketogenic diet is that they just think, I just need to up the fat and lower the carbs, and they don't really consider too much about their micronutrients. They think macro, they think carbs, fats, proteins, and getting that in order. And as we looked at on day 1, then there's a very specific ratio that you need to achieve to do that. So go back and watch days 1 and 2 if you haven't watched those already, to discover, all the ins and outs of ketosis. But also, we need to absolutely be factoring in our micronutrients, so our trace elements, our minerals, our vitamins, our amino acids, our essential fats, and all that kind of stuff, and our hormonal balance as well. So that's why it's very, very important when thinking about starting, or, maybe you've already tried, but retrying and considering a ketogenic diet for longer term maybe. You need to factor in these 6 foods that we're going to be going through today. Okay, so let's just get straight in then. Let's get straight in. So number 1 of the 6 daily foods that you need to thrive. And by the way, welcome along to new people. Just let me know in the comments if you're watching live, type live. If you're watching the replay, type replay. And let me know, I'm really interested, what is your number 1 health goal for the next 3 months? So just type in weight loss, energy, or healing, because everyone really fits into those categories, don't they? So are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking to energize yourself? Or are you looking to heal your body? Okay, type that in the comments. Hi Della, good to see you again. So 6 daily foods to thrive. Number 1 is healthy oils or healthy fats. So your body really, really needs essential fatty acids. So you've probably heard of things like omega 3s and 6s and 9s. Your body needs those. They're called essential fats because your body can't manufacture them. So we need to be eating these on a daily basis. Your brain requires these fats. Your body requires these fats. Your joints, your ligaments, so all your muscles and things. So you absolutely need good fats. That's number 1. Now, number 2, I'm just going to get my cheat sheet here. So number 2, and as examples of healthy fats, so we want to be including all 3 of the types of fats. So saturated fats, believe it or not, polyunsaturated fats, and monounsaturated fats. So polyunsaturated fats are things like your omega 3s and 6s, so things like nuts, seeds, those type of things. Saturated fats include things like coconut oil and animal fats, so beef, tallow, fatty cuts of chicken and beef and things like that. And monounsaturated fats include things like avocados. Okay, so you want to be having all 3 of those. Fat is not your enemy. Okay, so I don't know what your current beliefs are around fat, but we need to be having a lot of fat. And certainly when you're on a ketogenic diet, which is, that's what I'm advocating. That's what I suggest you absolutely give it a go if you haven't tried the ketogenic diet already. We've got people on here who've really thrived on keto over the last few weeks. And many people in our group who've thrived over the last couple of years. So we've got people who've literally lost over 100 pounds. They were severely obese, lost 100 pounds on a keto diet and feel on top of the world. We've got people in here who've normalized their blood sugar. I have helped people reverse type 2 diabetes with this way of eating. Okay, so we need to be upping our fats and lowering the carbs, and we need to include no surprise, we need to include lots of healthy oils in order to do that. So that's food group number 1. Food group number 2 that you need to be having every day to thrive is avocados. Okay, so avocados, and I've just given this a whole food group on its own because it's so nutritious. And actually, when you're thinking about a keto alkaline diet, then avocados are the perfect kind of juxtaposition, if you like, of both of those things. An avocado is green, it's got chlorophyll in it, it's got alkaline minerals in it, super rich in potassium. So in order to get your daily amount of potassium that you need, I suggest that you eat at least 1 avocado every single day. So it's a great alkaline food, but also it's high in fat. So any of you who are thinking, you know, I just want to go completely alkaline, include avocados. Anyone who's thinking I want to go completely keto, but not necessarily alkaline, you include avocados. So it's really, a perfect crossover of the 2 diets. It's just an amazing, amazing superfood, okay? So, John, hello John. John says, back to nature and thrive. Absolutely. So you won't be surprised to learn that these 6 food groups that I'm talking about today in order to thrive in keto and life are whole foods. They're not, packaged, processed. They're not refined. So you can buy these easily and freely from your local supermarket, from your local farm, and they're completely natural. So food group number 3 to thrive is alkaline leafy greens. Okay, so if you've watched any of my videos in the past, trainings, I've done lots and lots of trainings, I've produced lots of courses on the alkaline diet, and I talk endlessly about alkaline leafy greens. So I'm a massive fan of things like wheatgrass juice. Wheatgrass juice, again, like avocados, but even more so, is full of chlorophyll, which is, chlorophyll is that green pigment in plants. So it's what gives plants and grass and things its green colour, it's dark green pigment. And chlorophyll is only one molecule different from our own blood's hemoglobin. So I think I said this yesterday, but because of that, it really enables your blood to be cleansed, to be built, repaired, regenerated, renewed. When we eat these alkaline leafy greens. So other examples, things like spinach. So you want to be including these. They're also fiber rich. Now there's a debate. There's carnivores out there. There's like a whole carnivore movement which says that, keto carnivore, and they say you don't actually need fiber. And I know many people would think that sounds like madness. Of course we need fiber. But actually, there's a lot of research that shows maybe actually if you're eating the right type of foods, if you're in nutritional ketosis, you don't need a whole lot of fiber, if any. But I'm undecided. I need to look at this more. I haven't been convinced completely either way. So certainly you need prebiotic fiber to feed your good gut bacteria. So for the vast majority of people who aren't going to be going completely carnivore, think about indigenous populations like the Inuits and Eskimos and things. They're just eating purely animal products, and the majority of those are very fatty. They're not having any fiber, and those people are thriving. But let's face it, most of us aren't in that situation. We're not just going to be eating meat and animal products. So we need that fiber, okay? And we need those alkaline minerals. So alkaline leafy greens are a great way to get that. So food group number 4 of the 6 daily foods to thrive are other alkaline vegetables. So as well as leafy greens, think things like cruciferous vegetables, so broccoli and cauliflower. Now, obviously, on a ketogenic diet, and if this isn't obvious to you, then, as I say, go back and watch day 1 and day 2's training, because I go over this in more detail. But it is obvious to people who understand it, to any degree, the ketogenic diet, then we want to be lowering our carbs right down. So by that rationale, we can't be eating a lot of starchy vegetables. So you might be thinking, aren't vegetables really good for you? They are, but in order to get into ketosis, you need to restrict those carbs. So we don't want to be having, certainly not things like potatoes, which also have lectins, which can give a lot of people leaky gut type problems and digestive problems, but also things like sweet potato, yams, squash, and then carrots, those type of things, even beetroot. Okay, so you want to be having those type of vegetables in moderation, but upping your other alkaline vegetables. Okay, so cruciferous type vegetables. Food group number 5 is high quality animal foods. So high quality animal foods, and I say high quality because this is really where, and I talked about this yesterday, this is where the strict keto diet and the strict alkaline diet diverge, because alkaline dieters would say we want to be minimizing our animal products because they're highly acidic, okay? Whereas keto dieters say, or the ketogenic diet research community rather, is, more importantly, says we need animal products, we need those anti-inflammatory saturated fats, we need those things found in bone broth and bone marrow and liver and kidneys and fatty cuts of meat. All of those things provide a rich spectrum of nutrients for our bodies, and we can assimilate them really easily. So that's where both diets diverge. I am a big proponent of high quality animal foods, and it's not as if I haven't experienced the other end of the spectrum in terms of just alkaline and just plant-based, because I myself was completely plant-based vegan for 6 years. Thrived for a few years, but then began to see, that I wasn't thriving as well as I could be. When I switched back to including high quality animal foods, my health and energy levels went back up. And then indeed I went into keto, and it, went to the next level again. So, and that was, a year or more ago now for me. So, high quality animal foods. Now, what does high quality mean? So here's my suggestion to you, is that you want to be having certainly the fattier cuts of meat. The fat is not only tasty, but it stores the vitamins, fat soluble vitamins, so things like vitamin K2, vitamins A, E, D as well. So yeah, you want to be having the fattier cuts of meat, but also grass-fed meat, pasture-raised and organic wherever possible, because then you're avoiding all the hormones, you're avoiding antibiotics and things like that, and you're avoiding grain-fed and genetically modified feed that for sure impacts the quality of the meat, okay? So that's what I mean by high quality animal products, and that includes things like fish and eggs as well. And then your final food to thrive on a keto and alkaline diet, sorry, there's just someone outside, is, just looking at comments here, your final food is gut healing foods. So we need to be incorporating every day some kind of gut healing food. Now, you've probably heard of probiotic foods, so things like natural yogurt, but you want to be having high fat natural yogurt, things like sauerkraut, kimchi, things like that, okay? That's going to restore your gut. Gut health is something that most people are struggling with. So whether you have an autoimmune disease, whether you have digestive problems, skin problems, insulin resistance, what else? Even cancer, even forms of depression, ADD, Alzheimer's, is rooted in gut ill health, gut dysbiosis, leaky gut maybe. So I don't know if you've heard of a lady called Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride, a Russian doctor who formulated the GAPS diet, and she says very strongly, and she spent decades in clinical practice and researching this, she says that there is a gut and brain connection. It's completely tied. So your brain health is directly related to the health of your gut. So if your gut health is compromised, you will experience, why is there, she goes as strong as to say that the whole plethora of children born with autism and ADD and all that kind of stuff is because of gut dysbiosis, so problems with your gut health and leaky gut, okay? So when you get your gut health right by eating these gut healing foods, Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Then you can improve your psychology. You can improve, symptoms of depression, schizophrenia, bipolar. All that stuff is directly related to your gut. Now, also, interestingly enough, your gut is lined with, all these it's called your microbiome. So you have these microbes, these microorganism bacteria, and they also contribute vastly to your immune system. So again, if you are experiencing autoimmune problems, then that is a gut issue, okay? So to recap then, these 6 foods that I've gone through, and if you're watching, if you're catching the tail end of this, or if you're watching on replay, I would suggest, and even if, you've watched through the whole of this already, go back and rewatch it again when I start talking about the 6 daily foods, and write them down and make a plan to incorporate these every day, because these 6 foods will contribute to gut health. They will contribute to raising your immune system, lowering autoimmunity. If you have thyroid issues, if you have hormonal problems, all of those things can be helped and even reversed with these 6 daily foods, okay? So they're that important. Now, what else did I want to say on that? There's something else I wanted to say around gut healing foods. So while I'm thinking of that, just let me know in the comments. So I'm going to take questions in a minute. What's the time? Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left. So just type in your questions. What questions do you have around the alkaline diet, the keto diet, starting it on it, thriving on it? Do you have any objections? So yesterday I had a lady, and there was quite a lot of comments around this. She kept posting saying, you really need to include carbohydrates. That's what I was going to say. So what you'll notice about these 6 daily foods, so healthy oils, avocados, alkaline leafy greens, alkaline vegetables, high quality animal foods, and gut healing foods, there is no overt carbohydrates in these food groups, okay? Now, a lady yesterday was saying to me in the comments, we need to be having carbohydrates. There are it's found, it's discovered, and this is a BBC link. Now, if anyone knows me, my family and friends know that I literally do not like the BBC. I would go as far as to say I pretty much despise the BBC and the disinformation they put out, okay? I do not worship at the altar of the BBC News. The amount of people over the years who quote BBC articles at me. Well, the BBC said, sorry, I'm going on a rant now, but I can't stand the BBC. They put out such disinformation, as do all mainstream media sources, okay? So if you're relying on getting your information about health and diet and nutrition and your bodily state and, the actions you take in your life from the BBC, then there's something severely wrong with that, okay? So you want to be looking at credible sources. So don't take my word for it. Look at the world's top doctors out there who are healing people in clinical practice, healing cancer with a keto diet, healing type 2 diabetes with a ketogenic and alkaline diet, okay? So, but don't get your information from the BBC or mainstream media. You're going to have to do the legwork yourself, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing series like this. I'm recording videos for you because this is what I do all day long. I sit and research for about 2 hours a day, and I've been doing this for 17 years. I've got a level of discernment. I studied law at university. So I know how to discern evidence. Plus, I've made every mistake under the book or under the sun in the book, or however you want to say it. And I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people. Okay, so what I'm saying here is not just opinion. I've got no interest whatsoever in sharing my own opinion, because my own opinion has, if it was down to my own opinion, I'd be saying go and eat chocolate and cakes and coconuts and dates, because that's what I love to eat if I'm just left to my own devices. But I've trained myself to really embrace a ketogenic diet. I love the benefits of keto. I love feeling mentally sharp, having lots of energy. I love the fact that I can go hours without eating. I can, feel great. I have healed niggling things. So I had athlete's foot for years. As a runner, spending a lot of time kind of barefoot in my gym and things, I really just couldn't get rid of athlete's foot. I had it literally for 10 years. As soon as I went on a keto diet, it went within 2 weeks. Okay, so you will heal those niggling health things when you embrace a keto and alkaline diet. Okay, so carbs are not essential. Proteins and fats are. Okay, so that's why there's terms called essential fatty acids, essential amino acids, which are the protein building blocks. What essential carbs are there? Okay, so if you can name any essential carbohydrate, let me know. Type it in the comments. Okay, so yeah, give me a just give me some hearts or some thumbs up if what I'm saying makes sense to you, and if you're ready to embrace this type of diet and reap the benefits that you want from your diet and lifestyle. Okay, so we're going to wrap up. So let me know your questions. So Holly Mansa Herring says kombucha. So I'm assuming you mean kombucha, Holly. So what's your question? Is kombucha okay? Yes, it is, but have low sugar kombucha. Okay, so if you can make it at home, I make my own kombucha, and I have there's no sugar in it by the time it's fermented for about 2 weeks, as I leave it for that long. There's no sugar in it. So yeah, kombucha's fine. Great gut healing food, kombucha. Okay. So lastly to say on this, with those 6 foods, you might be thinking, how does that look like on a day-to-day basis? I've got the high level overview. I've got the vision, if you like, the strategy. How does that pan out day to day in practice? What do I eat? What recipes? In what proportions? How do I make sure I get enough of these alkaline minerals and also meet my macronutrient needs? Well, I have created a program, a 4-week program called Keto Life, and I've just finished taking a group of people through that program over the last 4 weeks. And in that course or that program, there are 85 or so bite-sized video trainings that guide you through this whole process. So they're literally like 5-minute videos, and it's me kind of outside in my garden, in my kitchen, in my lounge, talking to you, just describing and giving you practical tips and advice on how to start the keto diet, how to do it well, do it in a healthy way that means you're going to thrive and avoid all the mistakes. I'm going to be talking about the common mistakes people make on a keto diet on Friday, day 5, so do tune in for that. But also, sorry, there's people outside. So in my Keto Life program, then we have a full 3-week meal plan. So we have 1 week of transition, because if you've gone from eating high carb, most people are eating around 300 to 500 grams of carbs a day. So to bring that down to 25 grams of carbs is too much of a shock for your body. So for that reason, we do a 1 to 3 week transition, and I guide you completely through that process. We then go full keto with an emphasis on alkaline foods, where you get a 3-week meal plan. You get all the recipes you need, so a full colour recipe book with, I think there's around about 80 recipes in there. And I also coach you, so you get 4 weeks of group coaching in a private setting on the platform called Zoom. So literally you just log in and you can ask your questions, speak to me, so I unmute you, you ask your questions. Now there's people here on this training who have completed that course and have had great benefits. So John is one of them, so feel free, John, let us know some of the benefits that you've had from being in that course, and feel free maybe to reach out and ask people what benefits have you experienced, because we've got several people in here who've gone through Keto Life and loved it. Kelly Horton says, hello, I used to be on the alkaline diet. Awesome. Brilliant, Kelly. So yeah, try Keto Alkaline. That will take whatever good results you got from the alkaline diet to that next level, okay? So yeah, Keto Life, my 4-week program, is a well-formulated keto diet with meal plans, recipes, 4 weeks coaching, and 85 bite-sized videos that you can watch anywhere on your phone, on your laptop. You can listen to it in your car, and that's going to guide you through the whole process of getting into ketosis, doing it well, reaching your health goals, okay? And you get lifetime access to that. So if you're interested in any way in that program, Keto Life, private message me and I'll send you details, okay? Before it officially launches on Friday, so I officially open it on Friday, I'm giving between now and then a free one-to-one call as well. So if you want to jump in early and get that free one-to-one call with me so I can give you, really tailored, bespoke advice for your particular situation, then do jump in now and PM me, private message me, I'll send you details for that, okay? So your actions for today then. So here are your actions for today. So number 1, post in our group, or email me. I'm aware that there'll be people watching this back on replay who aren't in our Facebook group. They're on my email list and they're not on Facebook. So post in our Facebook group or email me the foods in this list. So out of the 6 alkaline foods, and if needs be, the 6 daily foods to thrive, go back and, watch the bit where I talk about the 6 daily foods. Let me know which ones do you want to and need to incorporate more of in your diet. So, and then action number 2 is write what you've learned. So either post in our group, reply, comment on this video or email me. What have you learned today about carbohydrates, fats and proteins, okay? What have you learned about carbohydrates, fats and proteins? Can be anything, whatever, I've talked about a few things today, so just let me know in those comments. And you'll be entered into the prize draw to win a copy of my book, The Alkaline 5 Diet, and also a full colour recipe book that I will ship you in the post called The Keto Diet Quick Recipes under 30 minutes, where you get 100 recipes. They are delicious, they're quick and easy and tasty. So that's it for today. I don't think there's any more questions, actually. Can't see any on the comments here, but do you know what, sometimes when I stream it I can't see all the comments and questions, so I've noticed that the last few days I've had to go back and answer questions afterwards, so I will do that, okay? So tomorrow we're live the same time, so 5 p.m. British Summer Time, which is noon Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Central, going live in my Facebook page and streaming to our Facebook group. So do share this out with friends, family, people who need to know this. People who are struggling with their health can benefit massively from this, okay? Share it, comment, and private message me if you want to know more details about my program Keto Life. If you want to jump in now before it officially opens on Friday. And it's a limited group, it's a small group, so you will get a lot of personal attention from me, but also if you jump in before Friday, you get an extra one-to-one call completely free. So that's it today. I'm going to go running. So good to speak to you. Keto and alkaline is going to get you where you want to go with your diet and health, and that's a bold statement, but it's absolutely true, okay? So my strong advice to you would be to try the keto diet, try a keto alkaline diet, and I would really suggest that you join me in Keto Life. We are starting our next round on the 5th of November and we're running for 4 weeks. So do come and join our group. I'd love to have you in there. So that's it for today. I will speak to you again tomorrow. So bye-bye for now.